This ship vanished with 25 people on board, and when it came back weeks later, it was completely empty. No sign of distress, no sign of piracy, like the people on board just vanished out of thin air. In 1955, the MV Joyita was found drifting thousands of miles off the coast of the Pacific. No bodies, no distress call, nothing. And get this, all the clocks on board stopped at exactly 6:10 p.m. The MV Joyita was a 69-foot wooden ship built in 1931 as a luxury yacht in Los Angeles for movie director Roland West, who named the ship after his wife, actress Jewel Carmen. Joyita, in Spanish, meaning Little Jewel. In 1952, the Joyita was sold to Dr. Catherine Lumala, a professor at the University of Hawaii. She chartered the boat to her friend, Captain Thomas H. Miller, a British-born sailor living in Samoa. On October 3, 1955, MV Joyita departed from Apia, Samoa, bound for the Tokelau Islands. On board were 25 people, food, medical supplies, and trade goods. 5 weeks later, it was found by a merchant ship 600 miles off course. And what that merchant ship found was no people and no lifeboats. The radio was tuned to distress frequency, the engine was broken, all of the clocks stopped at 6:10 p.m. The ship's logbook, navigational charts, and firearms all gone. They found fresh bandages scattered throughout, but no blood and no sign of distress. Now, an important detail to note is that the Joyita had cork-lined hulls, which makes the ship virtually impossible to sink. Now, nobody truly knows what happened to the Joyita, but of course, people are going to try to speculate. Theory number 1, mutiny. The captain of the ship seemed to be injured due to the bandages, and the crew could have possibly thought that the ship was sinking and abandoned it. The problem with this theory is they left the radio on the ship and there was no sign of damage and no wreckage was ever found. Number 2, piracy. Cargo is valuable. Medicine, equipment, food. But the problem with this theory is there was no sign of distress and no damage. Number 3, government cover-up. New Zealand records show a high-frequency military radio was on board, and that radio was never declared on the public manifest. Could the ship have been targeted? Number 4, insurance fraud. Although this theory is not too credible, the captain of the ship had heavily overinsured the ship, but there was no insurance claim ever made, and the crew completely vanished. And number 5, equipment tampering. An inspection found that the radio was deliberately cut. Also, the emergency pump was removed, as if somebody sabotaged the ship from the inside. What makes this story so fascinating is that if the crew abandoned ship, where are the life rafts? And if it was an accident, why were the radio wires cut? And if it was pirates, why was the majority of the cargo left untouched? The Joyita didn't just go missing. It came back and brought more questions than it did answers. To this day, none of the 25 people have ever been found. Not a trace, just an empty ship. And the silence still hasn't been broken. Do you think you know what happened to the Joyita? Subscribe to the channel for more forgotten disappearances, lost history, and real stories you weren't taught in school. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!